Inside the OMG episode number 208. Welcome to the show. Tuesday night, back at it again. How's everybody doing? How you doing? I've already got a couple requests for tonight. So Sarah, if you haven't tuned in yet, hey Beth, thanks for being here. Samantha, thanks for being here. Mom and Dad, thanks for tuning in. So Sarah, when you tune in, I do have a couple songs in the queue for you. And there you are. What's up? All right. So Sarah had asked in advance for a couple Olio songs tonight, and I will definitely honor those requests and play them tonight. So that's coming your way tonight. But I got a fun show announcement. Miko, what's up? Thanks for being here. Got a great show announcement. May 5th, 2023, we're back at the Coach House in San Juan Capistrano, California. It's in Orange County. And we're performing with Oingo Boingo former members. So we're sharing the stage with our buddies. These are the guys that brought you the hits. Dead Man's Party. What's the title? Don't Close Your Eyes. Is it Don't Close Your Eyes? I know Beth will hook me up with this. Now I'm just totally running a blank. Weird Science. If you remember that 80s movie, they wrote the title track. Of course, Elevator Man. There's so many more, and I'm running a blank. But Oingo Boingo, come on. We had Johnny Vatos, the drummer. He was a special guest on episode number, I don't even know, on Inside the OMG. And John Avila, bass player, he was a special guest on an episode previously. So that was really two fun episodes where these guys have had a really fulfilling, amazing, successful career. And it was really fun to kind of get their insight on what's happening from their perspective. Like with Johnny Vatos, the drummer. I mean, he's played in so many different bands and styles and decades. I mean, I think he started in the 70s, and then obviously the 80s with Oingo Boingo, and 90s, 2000s, 2010s. I mean, he's just done a ton of stuff, a ton of film work as a drummer, commercials. I don't know, easily 200-300 commercials he's played on. I'm sure TV shows and whatnot. You can hear his drumming. Oh, here we go. We Close Our Eyes. Come on. Thank you, Beth. My Life, Out of Control, Just Another Day. Dead Man's Party, Little Girls. Thank you. Yeah. Oingo Boingo. So what they've done, so Danny Elfman has been busy, as you probably know, doing a lot of film scores for the last 30 years, 20 years, whatever it is. And but the members in Oingo Boingo are like, hey, we still we want to play these songs, and we were part of this whole thing. And so they're officially dubbed Oingo Boingo former members. So it's all the guys except for Danny Elfman, and they put on an amazing show. We've played with them a few times over the years, and excited that we're back together again May 5th at the Coach House. So that's exciting news. The next thing that I want to share with you, I'm super excited about as well, is that one of our favorite venues in the South Bay, St. Rock in Hermosa Beach, you've heard me talk about St. Rock a ton, they're back. So new owners have come in officially and have bought the Coach House. They have bought St. Rock, and I believe starting in May, they're reopening their doors. So I'm in touch with their booking agent, and we're good. Olio will be back at St. Rock, and as soon as I have those details, I will send them your way. So I'm excited Excited to be back at St. Roch. It's one of our favorite places to play. They've been so good to us over the years, and with the pandemic shutting it down, they closed their doors, they put it for sale, and it was a sad day for the South Bay, because I know there's so many people that love going to St. Roch to see bands play. It's such a cool venue. So they're back. A couple from Colorado bought the venue. From what I understand, sight unseen. They didn't physically go see the venue before they bought it, but they'd seen tons of videos, pictures, but most importantly, they saw the overwhelming community support of St. Roch, and that's what really got them interested and intrigued by this venue, and thought, hey, there's something here, because there's a community that loves this venue and supports this venue. It'd be a shame not to have it continue. So apparently they've done really well with a venue in Denver, revitalizing it, and it's now thriving in the music scene in Denver, and so they want to do the same thing in Hermosa Beach with St. Roch. So that's what's happening. Super excited about it. Okay, next up, a lot of news tonight. Next up, I want to share with you, we just launched a new promotion, and we want to get, I've got some CDs on hand. And why do I need these CDs in my garage? I don't. I need you guys to get them. So if you don't have this CD, we're running a new promotion. Back in 1999, we recorded this live album. This was our debut album, Ain't No Party Like an Olio Party Live. And so what we're doing this special promotion, giving this away. Free CD. All you got to do is pay for shipping. That's it. You pay for shipping, you get this autographed. There's 13 tracks on it, and look at the back. I mean, come on. Where else are you going to get a guitar player and a bass player playing above their head, behind their back nowadays? I don't know that I've done that in a really long time. But that is a shot. Actually, this shot is from a venue in Marina del Rey called Brennan's. And so that's me on guitar, Tony Shibumi, the original bass player in Olio, and DeHaven Carrington on drums. And this shot was taken probably in 98 when we played there. And so in November of 98, we invited a bunch of people out. We rented out a soundstage in Burbank called Third Encore. And we put together a 13-song concert, all original songs. And our good friend Damon Tedesco, who is an audio engineer, he came and he recorded the whole thing. We played the set twice. We picked the best take, and we released it on CD in 1999. So that was our official first release. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the chat. So there's the link to the page that talks about that CD. So if you don't, I know many of you already have the CD, which is fine. You don't need to get it again. There's no point in that. But if you don't have the CD, here's a great opportunity to get it for free. Why not? Support the history of the band. Come on in. But yeah, so I'm super excited to offer that. And I'm excited to make a lot of new friends with this offer. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Spreading the love, getting us out there. The goal is to be able to book more tours through the U.S. and see you. So that's what we want to do. Hey, Lorraine. Thanks for tuning in. Nice. I want this. It's yours. Click the link. You can have it. Right on. All right, so let's kick off the show with some music. Sarah had requested a couple songs. So, the two songs she requested are Boom and Rich People Problems. Sarah, which one would you like to hear first? You let me know. Let me make sure this thing's in tune. So you're asking what link? Okay, Lorraine, maybe you can't see it. I put the link in there. Stand by. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it a different way. Because you might be watching this on... Because I've got this stream on Facebook and on YouTube. So... Okay, Lorraine, I see you here. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, Lorraine, you had shared the stream on Facebook. In that share, I put the link in that version. Okay, and I'm also putting the link, here we go, in this version. So it's on my personal page, plus it's on the one you shared. So let me know if that worked. And you can see it. Okay, I see you. Okay, thank you. So I think you got it. All right. Nice. Okay, good. You got it. All right, perfect. All right, Sarah, so what do you say? Boom or Rich People? Which one's first? You might have stepped up to get a little drink or some tea or coffee. Or a snack. Give you a few more moments to decide. If not, I'll pick. But I'll play both tonight, so it's... Oh, I know. Oh, you know what? So I'll play a little interlude music before I play the first song. So on the CD, what track is it? Track 4. A song called Keep It Strong on there. Little funky guitar action on it. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. I embellished on it way more than what it used to be. But it was never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. Jimmy, what's up? Howdy, howdy. Living the decision. Keep my inner vision. Used to wanna belong. Used to have it all wrong. Keep it strong, never down in my life. Down, keep it strong, down in my life. In the life that I'm living, keep it strong. In the life that I'm living, keep it strong. Oh yeah, then I had like a little horn line, but I played it on guitar. Keep it strong. All right, so why don't we kick off with Boom, by request from Sarah. Got the swag to match your swagger, breaking every Odyssey. She got the moves to make him stagger. Now he's making room for three. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Put a ring on her finger, but his friends tell him to run. She breaks the news, he's a ringer, 'cause the kid is not his son. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Just like that. You all know where it's at. Just like that. You all know where it's at. Fights the law, but she's a slayer, pay to play. He's no longer living free, pay to play. She took the fool, she's a player all the way. It's a modern tragedy. Sometimes people stay the same. Sometimes people change their ways. They see the light, well they do what's right before it goes boom. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Just like that. You all know where it's at. Just like that. You all know where it's at. Just like that. You it. Boom. Sarah, I see you put in rich people problems. I was already in the middle of boom. There is a little bit of a delay from what I'm doing and when you're receiving it, so could have been that. I don't know how long, if the delay is like 5 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds. But I'll definitely play rich people problems too. So I know Samantha will be happy about that as well. Dallas says thank you. Dallas says thank you for Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for requesting boom. See how that works? Sarah requested boom. She didn't even know that Dallas wanted to hear boom as well. So now Dallas you can go back to what you were doing. I love that. Apparently Dallas will stop what he's doing and like, what? Boom? I know that. I like that. I'm going to stop what I'm doing and check this out. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Okay, I got to put on the glasses so I can see. My phone's slow for some reason. Rich people problems. You got it. No problem. Here we go. My Rolex says I'm on time, pull my Bentley next in line. The valley has a degree. I go in, see my friends, and I party till no end. Live a life of ecstasy. Tea time at 8, you showed up late. It made me miss my massage. My iced tea is Miss 11, country club has got me singing. Leave a message, I'll be at the spot. Everywhere I go, baby. New York, Paris, London, Milano, baby. I got rich people problems. I got money growing on trees. I got rich people problems. Everybody riding for free. Over here, over there. My friends are billionaires. Cayman Islands don't charge a fee. I got rich people problems. This is how I know it should be. I'm rich. I'm rich. Private jets, movie sets, secret island psychopaths. You just don't know what to do. Shopping on Fifth Avenue, Dixie Teeth in Malibu. Cosmo ain't got nothing on you, girl. All over the world, baby. Monaco, Shanghai, Beverly Hills, Dubai. I got rich people problems. I got money growing on trees. I got rich people problems. Everybody riding for free. Over here, over there, all my friends are billionaires. 4 o'clock, time for tea. I got rich people problems. This is how I know it should be. I'm rich. Everywhere I go, baby. Geneva, Tokyo, Berlin. Hong Kong. I got rich people problems. I got money growing on trees. I got rich people problems. Everybody riding for free. Over here, over there, all my friends are billionaires. Cayman Islands don't charge a fee. I got rich people problems. But this is how I know it should be. I'm rich. I'm rich beyond belief. I'm rich beyond belief. Rich people problems. There you go, Sarah. Rich people and boom. Can you see my comments? I see your comments. Let me see. You said your phone's slow for some reason, but rich people problems. I got you. Sorry, man. I'm a little out of sync with you. I'm seeing that. All good. Samantha says he's got rich people problems. All right. Jimmy says missed Valentine's Day last week. Did you play more than that? I sure did, Jimmy. I did. Actually, I opened the show with more than that. Sure did. All right. Josh says you're PO. What's up? The Dean. What's the matter, the Dean? What's going on? Did the link work? I know Josh had tried the that Olio party promo earlier, and I had the page in test mode, and he was generous enough to say, "Hey, man, your thing's not working." And I went, "Uh-oh." So yeah, I changed it up, fixed it. So thanks, man. The Dean saves the day. Appreciate you. So we should be good to go. The page should be live now. The free CD could be potentially on its way to you. You just got to click the link. Sarah says, you're welcome, Dallas. Right? Yeah, so last week I did do more than that. So, yeah, it was a fun show. I did a whole Love Songs by Olio episode. And so there was no rich people problems or boom. It was nice. It was cool. Mixing it up a little bit. So, okay, let's see. The Dean. What kind of vocal mic are you using? All right, so this is a Mojave Audio MA200. It is a tube microphone. So there's a special cable coming out of it's not an XLR cable, it's like a 9-pin, some kind of a special cable that goes into a box, an external box that actually has a tube inside that box. So, and then that box I have to plug into the wall. So I actually have, a warm tube. So this signal is going through a tube, then goes into my audio interface, which then goes into my computer, which then streams to you, and you can hear it in your ears. So yeah, Mojave Audio MA200. PO equals poor. Oh, I'm Po. Got it. I thought it was like I'm PO, like I'm PO'd. Thanks for the clarification. I did not know. So Sarah, it's possible based on the comments that you're a little behind the stream, so that's what I'm gathering. So yeah, I did play Rich People Problems, but you may be enjoying that right now as you haven't caught up yet. So that's possible. That's a thing. Sarah sent me a really cool video today. She was browsing through YouTube, and she thought I might enjoy a Pink Floyd live video from '94. It's them doing Another Brick in the Wall, and the guitar solos towards the end fantastic. So David Gilmour, I love David Gilmour's guitar playing. I mean, he's one of my favorites because he's definitely an inspiration as far as what I do when I solo, because David Gilmour is playing, it's always really memorable, and you can sing his guitar solos. It's not just noodly noodly for the sake of noodly. What do I mean by noodly? You know, noodly noodly noodly. You go to Guitar Center and that's noodly noodly. Just it's like, look how fast I can play. Who cares? But David Gilmour is super tasteful, and you can sing his solos. And I love, one of my favorite guitar solos of all time is from Another Brick in the Wall. So good, so good. So Sarah was just like, hey, I saw this live video. Check it out. What do you think? And David Gilmour did a solo, and then the rhythm guitar player on that tour, who Sarah had asked me about, and I'm blanking on his name, but he did an amazing solo after David. So it was like two tasteful guitar solos back to back. So guitar player heaven for me, because I love listening to just people that can make that guitar talk. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, one of the things that Santana, I saw a cool interview with him. He also just super expressive in his playing and great tone and phrasing and all that. It's like, you know, you got to say something when you're playing guitar. You make that thing talk, make people feel it. So that's definitely the school I come from. So all the guitar solos that I come up with for the recordings, I work them out in advance, because they're definitely, it's a part. You know, it's not just playing just to play, but it's a section of the song that needs to have as much value as any other part of the song. So I really I make a point to make each solo tasteful and memorable and expressive, and convey whatever that, you know, the message is in the whatever the song happens to be. So Hendrix was one of my first influences. David Gilmour, Santana, also Eddie Van Halen. And even though, like, he's got skills like super fast, right? But one thing about Eddie is that there's a lot of copycats, but no one could actually really copy him. I mean, he was so unique in his style and unorthodox, and just his phrasing was great and just so original and so awesome. His guitar solos, man, so good. I love his playing. So yeah. All right, Sarah, looks like you caught up. Brick in the Wall, favorite, all-time favorite guitar solo, simple yet perfect, right? I mean, come on. I mean, that guitar solo is. Hold on. Just kind of going off of memory. Uh-oh. I kind of lost it in there, but I can hear it in my head. I just need I could play it. I could work it out, but I'm not going to work it out in front of you. All right, let me see here. Yeah, Sarah says, right on, right? Brick in the wall. Josh, that's how I approach my drumming as well. Tasteful, yet just the right flavor for whatever the song needs. Exactly. Korn's version of Another Brick in the Wall is really good. I have not heard that version. After the show, I'm going to definitely check out that. That's cool. I didn't know they did a version of Brick in the Wall. That's awesome. Samantha, do they do it on, is it on an album, or is it like it's on YouTube and you saw it, they just, they play it live and I can find a live version on YouTube, or is it actually on one of their albums? So let me know, because I'd definitely be interested to hear that. Yeah, so really, really cool David Gilmour story. A good friend of mine and Beth's, Jeannie Stack. Jeannie was an amazing woman. She was a film producer that we met many years ago, and she was from Texas, and just a fireball of energy, just a beautiful person. And she was so great and such a big supporter of Beth and myself. She was a big fan of what I did with Olio, and so encouraging, and a big fan of Beth. She took Beth under her wing and really, showed her the ropes in the business. And she happened to be really good friends with David Gilmour. So it's just crazy. Like, so she knew what a big David Gilmour fan I was, and so she was really trying to hook the two of us up. And I remember, I think Beth, Beth called Jeannie at some point and would just say, "Hey, I got a quick production question." Jeannie answers and she's like, "Oh, hey, I'm just having some tea with David Gilmour." And she's like, "Well, why did you pick up the phone?" Like, "Oh my God, okay." And she was like, "Yeah, I gotta get these two together. And I heard that, I was like, "Whoa, that'd be amazing. I'd love to meet him and jam with him, and that'd be so cool." But sadly, Jeannie ended up with cancer and quickly passed away. This was a few years ago, and it was so tragic, and it was just awful. But Jeannie was so awesome, and everyone that met her just loved her instantly, and she was so cool. And I'm sure David Gilmour felt the same way about her. Just how could you not love Jeannie? She was just awesome. Great personality, fun, just great. So, yeah. Thinking of you, Jeannie. Thinking of you. Miss you. All right, I digress. Let's see here. Korn's version, okay, it's on YouTube. Not sure if they put it on an album. Okay, got it. I'll check it out. All good. Okay, so Sarah says 10 seconds. I don't know what that means, 10 seconds. Does that mean there's like a 10-second delay, perhaps? Maybe you figured out it's 10 seconds, or you'll let me know if that's a cryptic message. What that means. 10 seconds. Or we... So, Sarah, 10 seconds. I don't know. You remember the Motley Crue song? 10 seconds to love. 10 seconds to love. Yeah. Really? Okay, Josh, I see your question. Don't think I've heard the story, but how did the name Olio come to be? Great question. Happy to tell you that story. And then Jimmy says, by the way, Fee Waybill from the Tubes also laid down a version of Another Brick in the Wall. Did not know that. I'm going to have to check that out too. So, fun fact, Olio opened for the Tubes several years ago, and that was super fun. That was a great show at the Coach House. So, there you go. Really fun. All right, the Dean. How did Olio come to be? How did the name come to be? All right, so fun fact. We're going to go back even before Olio. And I put out a solo album. This is how it all started. In the mid-90s, I put out a solo album called Lost. And I brought in some musicians to record the album. I had Eric Endo on bass, Doug Sanborn on drums, and Al Keith on percussion, and myself on vocals and guitar. Recorded the album, put it out, and then as I started doing more live shows, I met a bass player named Tony Shibumi. So Tony and he was working with me, doing shows for my, solo, as a solo artist. And then I really wanted to have more of a band thing and not just be a solo artist, but I really wanted that camaraderie of a band and that feeling of like, we're one for all for one, that vibe. So Tony and I decided to start a band. So we were looking for names and we called the band Vivid. So from 95 to about 97, 98, we were Vivid. Vivid released a single that ended up being an Olio song, and it happens to be the first song on this live CD. It's called Mind. So the bass line, I know it's a long-winded story, but we got time, right? This is Mind, the bass line. Right? Doom 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 doom. All right. So we record Mind. So let me just do the chorus real quick since we're here, right? So it went, I can't get you out of my mind. I can't. I've gone blind. I can't. Can't get you out of my mind. I can't. I've gone blind. All right. So that's Mind. We recorded that single. We went into Paramount Recording Studios in Hollywood. We recorded the single with Christian Craviotto on drums. He did a fantastic job. But we were looking for a permanent drummer. And so we went through 5 different drummers until we finally found D. Haven. So D. Haven Carrington, we find him through an ad we answered. There was a singer who had a band, and he had a regular gig at the Century Club every Friday in Century City here in LA. And he needed a bass player and a guitar player. So Tony and I answered the ad, and we went and we got hired and we met D. D ended up joining Olio. Well, Vivid. We were still Vivid. So we did shows as Vivid. We went up to Mammoth, and we played in Mammoth and Santa Barbara. I don't think that was with D, but Vivid played in Santa Barbara, and we did a ton of shows in LA. And then we got a cease and desist letter from a band called Vivid from Germany. And they were on Elektra Records, and they had albums out already. And so they were like, hey, you can't use the name. We're already a band, and we've got official releases out, and so you're going to have to change the name. Oh, man. Okay, so now what? So now we're all thinking of different names, and we're throwing different names out. So I opened the dictionary. Looking through the dictionary, and somehow I come across Olio. And the Webster's definition of Olio is miscellaneous collection of musical or literary works, or a hodgepodge. So I thought that's a good definition that fits us pretty well, because kind of a rock band, and we're into funk, and we're into R&B, definitely those flavors at the time. That's what we were. We were a mix of those things, and it was just like, yeah, we're a mix. We're a hodgepodge. We're a miscellaneous collection. So we all were like, hey, that's it. Olio, that's us. Olio, miscellaneous collection. So then it was just like, I think it's on even on the back of this. Yeah, let me read this to you. So we played, this is good. We did a show at the Mint, which we just played there, you know. It's an iconic music venue in LA. It's been around, I think, almost, we're coming up close to 100 years now that the Mint has been around. So we did a show at the Mint, and we got a fantastic review in Buzz Magazine. And so we decided, you know, okay, our little tagline is, we're miscellaneous collection of soul music. All right. But the Buzz Magazine review, we took the little blurb and we put it on the back of the CD. So, you know, you're like, well, who is this band Olio? Like, what are they? So, quote from Buzz Magazine: brilliant, animated, lifelike, and distinct. Any of these words would be appropriate for this trio, which combines a wanton experimental funk groove with eloquent soulfulness. Buzz Magazine. We were like, that's a pretty great review. I like that. So we took that, slapped it on the back of the CD, and there you go. So that's how Olio came to be. There was another band called Vivid. We had to cease and desist. We found Olio in the dictionary. It fit us well, and we changed it and kept moving. Went ahead and trademarked the name and all that. Good to go. Trademark, service mark, all that. Fun fact. Olio in Italian means oil. You may know that. But then we met, there's a guy from Finland. We did a show, I don't even know where we were, and a guy approached us, and he's from Finland, and he was like, you know, hey, I'm Finnish. Did you know that Olio means creature in my language? Like, wow, that's pretty cool. Did not know. So we're a oily, hodgepodge, miscellaneous creature. That's what Olio is. We're a mix of all those things. So that was pretty cool. Right on. Thanks for playing my requests. Have a great night, everyone. You bet, Sarah. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. So there it is. It was meant to be, right? Olio. It was meant to be. Miscellaneous collection. So that is what's up. Ooh, I'll do this one. So this is called All This Time. It's track number 12 on this Olio Party CD. Boom. Okay. Let me do a little quick tune, because oh yeah, that'll definitely help. Definitely help. Okay, All This Time. I heard you're satisfied, what am I to do? My thoughts have multiplied, what am I to do? Your voice is in my head, it's soft and wet. Reflections ring right through with its highs and lows and its haunting tones. Reflections ring the truth. All this time I thought I was over you. All this time I thought we were over too. 1,000 tries. 1,000 tries. What am I to do? What am I to do? Thoughts have no reply. What am I to do? What am I to do? These deserted skies. I hope to find one star that shoots true. Final phase, may it burn my haze. I wanna breathe anew. This time I thought I was over you. All this time I thought I was over you, yeah. And all this time I thought we were over too. I heard you're satisfied. What am I to do? My thoughts have no reply. What am I to do? Oh, your lips not on my kiss, but on a list. Flavors rich with spice, sweet and sultry taste. They leave a trace of memories I despise. All this time I thought I was over you. All this time I thought I was over you, yeah. All this time I thought I was over you. And all this time I thought we were over. Two. All this time on the Olio Party Live CD. All right, who came up with the white tie gimmick? Love it. Okay. The white tie thing didn't happen for many years. So we had different wardrobe vibes in the early days. We'd wear like I don't know, we'd wear like leather, like faux leather pants and like silky button-down shirts, different colors. Sometimes we do like purple and black, you know, purple top, black pants. Sometimes we did a black and white thing during, I think for the release party. Yeah, actually for the live CD release party, we wore black and white. Did all white. You know, so we would play around with different things. And then we did more like we glammed it up like in the early 2000s and a little more bling bling, a little more rock star-ish, you know, whatever that was at the time. Then we kind of pared it down to like totally casual jeans and t-shirt kind of vibe. That was like 2007-ish. The first time the white tie got introduced actually was the record release party for our Living the Dream album. And the release party, I think, was in 2008 or 2009. I was the only one in the band that wore all black and a white tie And I think I had like a fedora on. So that was the first time. And with a white tie. In 2011, we entered a battle of the bands on the Santa Monica Pier. And I think it was just kind of like, hey, why don't we mix it up a little bit and go for a uniform look? And why don't we wear ties? So that was 2011. And I think one show, it was like we wore different colored ties or something. And then it just seemed to, like, the tie thing seemed to be a good idea for us because it just kind of like streamlined us in a way. I don't know. And then it was, hey, why don't we do, I think, so Matt Sherrill was in the band at the time. So I think Matt and I we wore the all black, or black, we had black button downs and a white tie. And then D did the opposite. He did a white button down with a black tie. So I think that's what we did in the finals of the Battle of the Bands. We were on the Santa Monica Pier playing to thousands of people. We ended up winning. And so we got to come back a month later and play on the pier again, like for another, 5,000, 6,000 people. And then it was like, okay, you know what? We're wearing all black with white ties. And then that was September of 2011. I think September 1st, when we all wore all black with the white ties. And it was just like, okay, this is cool for us. This is good. This is going to work. So then from that point on, wow, we've been doing the white tie thing since 2011. So 12 years. As we were recording the Untitled album, we were talking about, well, what are we going to call the album? And Dee was like, why don't we call it Untitled? And so it's kind of a play on words, Untitled with the tie in it, but we'll just spell it normal. Actually, it's just, the official name is Untitled, but there's nowhere on the album does it say Untitled. It's just the cover is black with a white tie. And that was a good, just like a simple, besides the Olio logo, the white tie was a good, simple symbol that represented us. So it was just kind of like, as we were, because we started touring a lot, and as we were touring across the country, it was a great way, like, oh yeah, that white tie band, like that band that wears the white ties. Yeah, what are they called? I don't know. So then it was like, okay, got the Olio logo, got the white tie, and we'll push that out there, make it simple, memorable, and so there's the story. So kind of it was a collective idea as far as, the circumstance, I guess, from that Battle of the Bands, that like, hey, this is kind of cool. This is good. So the power of the white tie brought us together. All right, that was a fun song. Thank you. Wow, what an awesome venue. Yeah, you're talking about the Santa Monica Pier? Yeah, so the Santa Monica Pier, every summer they do something called the Twilight Dance Series. And it's a free concert every Thursday. There's 10 of them they do every summer. And they have, huge national acts come through. And so that show on September 1st in 2011, we opened for a band called Dawes, which they're still around and doing their thing. And Jackson Browne actually sat in with them for their set on that show. So we did a 45-minute set opening for Dawes and Jackson Browne. And Jackson Browne was on the side of the stage watching our entire set. And I finished the set. I came off stage and he was right there. And he was like, hey, man, I really enjoyed your set. That was a lot of fun. Like, wow. That's Jackson Browne. That's pretty cool. That was awesome. So, great memory. Great show. It was so much fun. Playing on the pier in the summertime in Santa Monica. I mean, come on, right? More of those. All right. That's it for this episode. Episode number 208. Inside the OMG. Gonna push this one more time. Free CD. It's our first CD. 13 songs on it. It's a live CD. It came out in 1999. What? 1999. I said it. From the 90s. CDs, remember? Autograph it. It's a collectible. All you got to do is pay for shipping. So I'll put the link one more time in case you just joined us. There it is. I put it in there. And there you go. 208. This was fun. Thanks for participating. Thanks for being part of the show, asking questions, commenting, requesting songs. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So fun shows coming up. May 5th with Oingo Boingo former members at the Coach House. St. Rock, we're going to have shows coming up soon. As soon as I have a date, I'll let you know. I'm sure we'll be back at the Mint at some point soon. I'll let you know about that. In the meantime, have a fantastic week. Sending you much love. I'm going to leave you with, did I write down what I'm leaving you with? Oh, yeah. Okay. So here's a track from the CD. It's called Olio's in the House. O-L-I-O. Have a good week.
Olio's in the house, spell it out. O-L-I-O in the house. Olio's in the house, spell it out. O-L-I-O in the house. Olio's in the house, oh girl. L-I-O, yes we are. Olio's in the house. Can you hear us rock and rollin'? Somebody better call 911, 'cause here we come. This is the O-L-I-O-3. We're in the place to be, dropping sagacity. We're gonna keep it strong until you let it out. And if you like our flow, then let me hear you shout. We're gonna funk it like you never been funked before. We're gonna raise the roof and kick down the door. So dim the lights as we get hype, y'all. 'Cause Olio's in the house tonight. Oh, oh. Oh, shit.
Ain't no party like an Olio party. Olio party people, make some noise. Hey D,
Yo,
what's going on?
what's up, dog? Olio party people in the house. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So glad to see y'all this evening. Yeah, y'all ready to party tonight? Are y'all ready to party tonight? Yeah, I thought so. You know what? In this thing called life, every once in a while, things get you down. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go and where to turn. So Olio stopped by this evening just to tell y'all, no matter what you're going through in life, you gotta keep it strong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what we want y'all to do tonight is sing along with Olio. Is that cool? Yeah, all right. It's real easy to do. All you gotta say is, check it out. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. Can y'all do that? Oh yeah, I know y'all can do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Tony, you wanna sing a little something, something? They gonna let me by myself? You gonna let them do it by themselves? Oh yeah, y'all ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, come on, never. Say what? Come on. Say what? Sounds good. Never down, a life that I'm living. I'm never down, a life that I'm living. I'm never down in the life that I'm living. I'm never down, never down, never down. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. I'm never down in my life, in the life. Check it out. Never down in my life, in the life that I'm living. Gotta keep it strong or weak, I'll be living. And I can't go out like that, y'all. Sing it, come on, never down.
Never down in my life.
Come on.
In the life that I'm
The life
living.
that I'm living.
Never down in my
Never
life.
down.
In the life that
A
I'm
life
living.
that I'm living.
Never down in
I'm
my
never
life.
down.
In the life that
A
I'm
life
living.
that I'm living.
Never down in my life.
Never down.